Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into this tarot read. So it's going to be a general read. They'll be for all our zodiac signs. It might resonate with you, but it might not. That's okay. You'll know if this message is meant for you. It's just going to feel right, guys. Also, we are going to draw an energy card at the end of this read. And remember, guys, it is Freaky Friday too, so if you are a fan of Frankie's Just Tarot, I will be there later today for her live paranormal discussion at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, so let's jump into this read. Uncharted Sea. You know, I have this distinct impression that, like, somebody had to navigate an extremely tough time in their life. I also feel like kind of like everything happens for a reason. Like, whatever this was that happened, somebody is actually better off for it in the long run. Like, it took them to something new. It took them to something that they were perhaps wishing for. Sacred reverence. Feel like this grateful for the blessings, because like somebody's going through this time of sort of like this uncharted sea. Like, I do feel like almost darkness and loss sort of within it, and like this period of time where somebody had to like rebuild and sort of grow. I feel like blessings are starting to come now. I feel like wishes are starting to come true. We're making progress. Blessings are coming. Ears wide open. I also feel like somebody has a deeper connection to their spiritual side with their spirit guides. I feel like they're open to signs that the universe brings them. And I do believe that it happened during this time of sort of having to rely on themselves, having to rebuild, having to make some really hard choices, and sort of like throwing it out there and asking for guidance. And I feel like guidance came back, and more this person has learned to sort of rely on that guidance. I do feel like it's helped them to find their way to blessings. I do feel like they're grateful for those connections. And I do feel this sense of like coming into oneself too. So like being comfortable in your own skin, finding empowerment, trusting in the choices that you're making, being able to let go of things that no longer serve you. And yeah, somebody's got some definite intuitive abilities. They're very much connected with their spirit guides and connected with the messages that come forward. And it was because of all of the shit that they had to go through. It's because they sort of like felt like because of all of that, they needed that extra guidance. They needed to be able to rely on something bigger than themselves. Close Encounters. We're going to grab a few more cards here. I'm going to see where that one fits into everything. Shining Through. I look at this tall tale and I do get pulled to Close Encounters. I feel like this person can smell bullshit a mile away now. I feel like this is part of what they had to deal with, and this is part of what they had to rebuild from. Somebody being dishonest with them. Somebody being dishonest, and I feel like now they recognize a red flag coming from like miles away. It's so easy to see somebody who's lying to them now. It's like nothing can be hidden from this person. We're gonna grab a few more tarot cards because I want to know what this tall tale was all about. I want to know about this rebuilding process. I want to know where somebody's at right now. So tarot, please give us some more clarification here. So we have Temperance. And this is like a healing process for somebody. This is somebody finding balance within themselves. Shit was chaotic while they were going through this rebuilding. I feel like a going without. Like shit might have been really rough financially, perhaps with where they were living. Things were uncertain. I feel like it took a lot of effort to be able to find balance. It also took a lot of effort. See, I see that revenge in the Five of Swords, but I don't feel revenge. I feel like there's seeing somebody for who they are, learning lessons so that they're never taken advantage of again. There may have been in this process some way of being able to recoup something that was taken from you as well. But to me, it doesn't feel like revenge. It's like more like righting a wrong and then preventing that wrong from ever occurring again. Romance. Unsatisfaction. And I feel like somebody used romance to take advantage of this person. And I do feel like there was a financial element to it because I kept feeling like having to rebuild and like things were rough and things were uncertain. So I do feel like somebody used romance to be able to take financial advantage and someone wound up having to heal. Like I said, they may have recouped some of what they've lost. Not all of it though. I definitely feel like it's not back to where it was because of that. And somebody did have to do the rebuilding. They did have to go through it. Judgment, new beginning. Introspection. And this was a time of introspection. This was a time of sort of going within and sort of finding balance within yourself, getting in touch with your spirituality and allowing your spirit guides to come forward and to help guide you in this journey moving forward, because it is a new beginning. It is definitely a new beginning, and I do see that it's moving out of chaotic times to find blessings. During all of it though, it was a hell of a lot of chaos. That's what I kept feeling in this sort of like lost at sea card. Like somebody felt lost at times. Somebody felt like things were extremely dark. We're listening to our inner voice. We're listening to our spirit guides. We're dealing with the grief, letting go of the past and starting to move forward. Like I said, there was some sort of a little win that helped to recoup something, but not all of it. And a lot of this is like inside work that has to get done, but that has been empowering for somebody too. And being able to recognize that their spirit guides are there to guide them and give them good advice. Recognizing that they can find this balance and happiness on their own. And that they can smell crap coming from a mile away. Because I feel like this person they have learned whatever lessons had to come from this person has learned them. This person made an effort to learn them. See, vision. See, and that's it too. It's like they can see it coming. They can smell other people's anxiety when they're like trying to lie to them or trying to bullshit them. They can see through it all. I do feel like this person is moving in a very good direction. I feel like this has been a change. There was an extremely hard period of time here because I can see like a timeline. And this fulfillment, this Nine of Cups sits sort of in the more current sort of future. So I don't feel like we're 100% there yet, but I feel like we're receiving blessings now. It's like we've turned the page. We're going to start easing burdens. I feel like we're coming into ourselves. We're being okay with being alone. We're appreciating all the beautiful things about us. And we're letting go of emotional burdens, letting go of fears, of doubts, of insecurities. And just embracing ourselves for who we are. And learning to trust in ourselves. And letting go of heartbreak, empathy. I also feel like when this person is ready for love and ready for another romantic relationship, because they've learned lessons about being able to sort of like sniff out a bad person, I feel like whoever they allow into their lives next when they are ready, it is going to work out well. Like it has a lot of potential. Because they're going to be able to tell right away if somebody's full of it or not. Four of Cups, distraction. Yeah, nourishment. They are somebody who can give loyalty. And I do feel like when they allow somebody into their life, it's going to be somebody who can give the same, right? Because whoever was in the past, whoever they dealt with in the past, I can see that person was like distracted. I can see that there were red flags that made somebody go, but for whatever reason, this person didn't heed those red flags right away. It might just be because the heart was involved. You know, sometimes when our emotions get involved, it makes things a little bit more complicated. But I do feel like now this person gets it. Now it's like they see everything kind of with a critical eye. And like they're not going to allow it to happen again. There's just a change here. Relationships, they understand about even give and take. And I do believe their next relationship that they have is going to be that. It's going to be that loyalty. It's going to be that perfection. It's going to be that nourishment. Bravery. Yeah. There's like complete opposites here. Fear, bravery. This is the change. There was like, oh, that's what it was too. I feel like this person almost had a fear of like being alone. And this is kind of why they ignored the red flags. This is kind of why they stuck it out. It was like this fear of perhaps not finding love or finding love again, thinking that this was love and like this person was maybe going to improve or become their best self. And now it's like, I can be comfortable in my own skin. If I'm alone for a while, That's okay. I'm okay with being alone until the right person comes along. I can be happy within myself. I don't need somebody else to make me happy. I don't need to settle for somebody who is immature, somebody who is dishonest, somebody who brings chaos and lies into my life and tries to take advantage of me, because I'm too good for that. I deserve better than that. And I'm going to hold other people to a higher standard now. I do feel like this person as like, it's like 180. This person is like 180, and it's also because of how they've had to rebuild in different ways too. Because I do feel an element of financially rebuilding. And it's like, that has so much value, and that has brought so much strength to somebody that's like, they're not going to be eager to risk that too. Right? Like, they're not going to be eager to let somebody in their life who's like a little bit hinky. They're going to be like very critical of who comes into their life next. Like I said, like those spidey senses are going to be going, you know, they're going to be paying attention to what their spirit guides say. They're going to be paying attention to their intuition and how they feel and the energy that other people give off, because now they have the knowledge and they know what to look for in other people. Passion. I do feel like this speaks to their future. I do feel like I said, when this person meets someone, when this person lets somebody into their life next, it's going to be somebody good, because they're going to know what to look out for. I do feel like they're getting their feet back under them. Independence, exactly. They're embracing independence. They're letting go of insecurities. They're embracing their own future. They're turning their own wheel of fortune. That's what it is too. That's what it is. It's like karma. So all this time that this person spent in having to rebuild after this dishonest person took advantage of them. So not just financially did they wind up sort of in a bad spot because somebody took advantage of them. Their heart was broken too. You know, there was a whole lot of recovery in different areas of their life that they had to do. And it was tough. It was a long, hard road, and they are finally starting to see blessings. It is that good karma earned by doing the shadow work, by working hard to rebuild. It's like we're starting to see blessings, and we're starting to see payoff. We're starting to see improvement. We're getting back to a time of abundance and also independence and comfortable in our own skin, a time where we can release the past. Release the emotions connected with the past and just truly embrace where we're at right now. Embrace, you know, a Page of Pentacles, interesting prospects. I feel opportunity. That this person is getting close to a point where they're ready to embrace opportunity for the future. And like I said, they're discerning. They've learned their lessons. So the next person that they allow into their life is going to be somebody worth having around. We are going to draw an energy card here. We had one pop forward. Companionship. Interesting. It doesn't mean their soulmate is absolutely going to pop into their life, you know, today, tomorrow, the next day, next week. This is like when they are ready and when they know that this is their next person, that's when they're going to welcome somebody. And I feel like they're going to know. They're going to know. And it's like, whoever it's going to be, it's going to be very good for them. Like I said, I get that off of so many of these different cards. The next relationship this person chooses to have is going to be a successful relationship because they understand the red flags, because they're comfortable in their own skin. They found success. They send those vibes out into the universe, and it attracts the right kind of person. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. Please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps these messages to get out there. Take care guys.